Hey, how's it going? This is Rock On Jag Extreme Edition. I'm Dan Olson, and we are here with the band Incite. Can I get you guys to introduce yourselves?
Richie Cavalera, singer.
Zak, drums.
And you guys right now are on tour with Soulfly. Your last name's Calavera. How are you related to Soulfly?
Max is my stepfather. Been my father for the last 20 years of my life, and pretty much my dad. We have the same management, which is very cool. So, they try to put us on tours just because we're starting a new band.
Right.
Really getting us that exposure that really helps.
Nice.
So it's been cool, man. We're really excited, and we're happy.
Right. I mean, a lot of people know about Soulfly,
Yep.
and especially within the metal community. So it's a really great opportunity. Everybody's here for Soulfly, and they hear your stuff too. How would you describe your music? Not to put you on the spot. Sorry about that.
It's different. It's got a wide variety, because our guitar player, he writes most of our music, and with his influences, they're so weird, for
Right.
nowadays kids, what they're listening to, that it creates riffs that I think are, recognition to early thrash metal time. And,
Right.
But not completely, because then we have different parts that switch up, that bring it more new era. It's like I've said, it's really hard to put a clasp on it.
Right.
But I mean, if you could, it would be like, a mix of Pantera with Slayer meets, Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
So it's got that real, just edgy, heavy,
Groove.
Yeah.
So I guess these are influences behind your music.
Definitely. I mean, he's got some big influences, and we all listen to different music, which is
Right.
really cool. He'll be on the Slipknot, and go to Pantera, and go to a whole different branch of music.
Right.
Like our guitar player is big on that Buckethead. And,
Yeah.
And he's not your average musician that most people
Right.
are listening to. So I think it all blends really well with what we each do.
Right. I think there's nothing wrong with combining genres, and most of the time, only good can come from it. I think people should stop being afraid of experimenting. 'Cause that's what all music is.
Yep. And
trying to find a new sound, a different sound, get sound that you
and
like.
we're not trying to be like, oh, we're recreating the wheel, or
Right.
anything like that. We're just trying to have fun and put out good
Right.
music that that we're having fun.
So
playing.
not necessarily, recreate the wheel versus carry the torch. Just rather do what you feel is right.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Exactly.
So it's cool, man. We're very excited.
You guys have a CD out?
Yeah, it's only being sold at our shows on the tour right now, just because we're broke, we ain't got no money. We're just trying to get out there the best we can.
Right.
So I suggest, if you want to buy it, you get out to an Incite show and you pick it up. But it will be available next year, we're hoping, if all goes well.
Right.
All the politics behind everything.
All the red tape gets cut away.
It's like waiting forever, but I'm so patient, and he's so patient. We're all so patient that we don't want to just rush into the first thing that comes our way.
Right.
Then,
You don't want to get messed up.
Yeah, we're gonna hate it from then on out there. So it's be happy with what we're going into.
What advice would you give to bands that are trying to get signed? I mean, when do you? Obviously, you guys keep pushing forward, but is there a line when you say, okay, I gotta go work somewhere else? I mean, how do you balance it out between not going anywhere and giving up too soon?
Take this one up, dude.
Shit, it's if you want to get into it and you're you're a young band struggling, want to make a name for yourself, be prepared to be flat broke, have no money ever, won't be able to hold a job. So if you do get the chance to go out on tour, when you get home for 2 months, what do? Maybe go work at McDonald's, and then you're right back out on the road again. So you can't really hold a job. Relationships are hard, but just know what you're getting yourself into, and then never give up. If it's something that you really want to do, time doesn't matter, you know.
Right.
You'll do it as long as it takes
Constantly
you until
working
you're
towards
60
that
years
goal.
old. You'll keep fucking going, because at the end of the day, yeah, there's goals and shit and what we want to achieve, but getting there and like the path that it takes to get to those points is like the coolest thing in the world. And I'm having a great time being flat broke. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. You know what I mean? So it's like that, and then also for a young band, just practice all the time and just really try to meet cool people. Surround yourself with cool people. If there's a really kick-ass guitar player but he's an asshole, then it's not worth it. You know what I mean? You want to have like really good, kind, nice people around you, and then the music will happen. You know, but just practice your ass off. That's about it.
One thing I want to say on that too is what's really important for bands that are starting out and playing shows is to not get too caught up in their local scenes, man, because that's what happens to so many bands that I met along the way that are so good. They can't get out of their city. You know, it's like just get in a fucking, go, like he said, be broke, buy a van, rent a van, do whatever you can to get out of your city and get to other places. Because, I mean, it's great to have a good local support, but to be you know, to make it in music, you've got to get out of the small pond.
You have to be big everywhere, not just back home.
Yeah, because we can't draw at our local shows to save our lives. We'll go on tour and we'll play, you know, like 300-400 kids, and it's like we've been playing there a million times, you know, and no one's ever heard us. It's just getting out to those other fans, because you never know what part of the country is going to attract to your sound.
Right.
You know, it's all different. Everybody likes different music, so it's just a matter of finding that good crowd for you.
That's some
working that hard.
That's some really good advice. I really want to thank you guys for those words. I think
thank you so much.
I think that's a realistic approach to it. A lot of people, you know, something that people need to hear. A lot of people just think, oh, I'm gonna be a rock star, and then you get it, but you don't. You have to work for it. People need to hear that, so I appreciate you guys for saying that.
Because it's a job, man.
Right.
I mean, when you do a van tour and you're not sleeping for 4 days straight, I mean, it's tough.
That's work.
I don't care who you are, man.
There's no glamour in that, you know.
When you haven't showered for 10 days and you haven't brushed your teeth, and you know it gets bad. So you gotta know what you're in for and be prepared.
Right. You gotta be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Well, how would our viewers get hold of your music? Like you said.
Right now, yeah, just on our MySpace. That's myspace.com/Incite1. Right now, you can go on there. You can listen to it. You know, with getting the record together and everything, we're trying not to give it away on MySpace, so you can't go on there and download anything. Right. You're gonna just have to keep coming on there every morning when you wake up and play one of the songs for yourself until that album comes out.
You're going to actually pay for good music this time.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm real big on that. We're not, you know, I love iTunes because it all advances every band that doesn't have a chance to get heard. But when we go in the studio, we're not trying to make a single.
Yeah.
We're trying to make an album.
Right.
And it's like I'm not trying to sell just one song. I want to sell the whole record because I think it's all a piece of itself. You know, it's all counterbalanced to what makes each song the album. You know, it's all what makes it great. You know,
it's like why get a slice of pizza, eat the whole
thing. Eat the whole damn thing, man.
Right.
So
that's cool. Well,
I'm just, you know, I hope April, May we'll have a full album out, released worldwide, and you know, people can start going hungry for it.
Right. So Incite, keep your eyes open. They're gonna be big.
We're trying.
That's cool. I hope it happens for you.
Hey, thank you, man.
No problem.
Way cool.
Well, thanks a lot. This is Jag TV Extreme Edition. I'm Dan Olson. This is Incite in Hammond, Louisiana. They're on tour with Soulfly, and look for their music. Look. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Way cool, dude. We love that shit.